This is Oli London, a transracial transgender, addicted to plastic surgery, spending over $150,000 to look like K-pop star Jimin. This is a story of craziness. Why did this British male transition to a Korean woman? This is a story of regret, of redemption, a story of craving attention online that was lacked in real life. The story of Oli London is confusing. Why is he now so against transgenderism?
I was extremely lost. I was feeling, very sad about what I've done to myself. I've had so many surgeries, about 32 actual plastic surgeries in total.
Your child should not even be thinking of these things.
And I just realised, it just wasn't me, wasn't who I was inside.
To start, we need to understand what transracial is, because it's a wild concept. Transracial. Someone who identifies as a different race than the one associated with their biological ancestry. They may adjust their appearance to make themselves look more like that race, and they may participate in activities associated with that race. And this is exactly what Oli claimed to be. In fact, he was so set on becoming transracial, he has spent over $150,000 to appear more Korean. Going through 35 surgeries, being put to sleep over 9 times, this man was addicted to plastic surgery. It started with wanting to change a few features, perhaps alter his nose, change his jaw shape, but this evolved into changing his eyes through surgery to appear with more of an almond shape.
I had my eyes done, but now I want to change that to make my eyes more almond shaped, just like Jimin. I also have my cheekbone reduced.
But this isn't normal. So what led to this? Before we see what Oli is up to now, what encouraged him to attempt to alter his race? Well, there is 2 reasons. The first is because of how he grew up. He has claimed he was bullied. He never felt happy or like he was himself. All his previous girlfriends cheated on him, and he just wasn't happy in life.
When I was growing up as a teenager, I really struggled with the way I looked. I used to have very, very bad acne. I had such a big nose, my face was so round it looked horrible. So when I would go to school, I would get teased, I would get bullied. Whenever I was dating someone, they would always cheat on me or reject me, and I always thought that was just the way I looked, so I thought, okay, I have to change that.
So the move to Korea was all he needed to realise he was happier as a Korean woman. But reason 2 is dark. This is the first twist of an ever-changing story. Oli seems to have an addictive personality. Not only was he addicted to plastic surgery, he was addicted to a Korean individual by the name of Jimin. Jimin is a South Korean singer, part of the group known as BTS, and Oli was obsessed. He had cardboard cutouts of Jimin, pillows of Jimin, he copied the hairstyles of him, he claimed to be married to him. Oli London was obsessed with Jimin, so much so that having cutouts, pillows, hairstyles, trying to track him down in real life was not enough for Oli. He had to go a step further. Oli London had to make his entire existence a tribute to a Korean singer.
You're wanting to be a clone or a replica of someone else, which is an insult to you.
No, I think it's a tribute to Jimin actually, it's showing my appreciation for Jimin because I'm so in love with him, I'm so obsessed, so it's my appreciation for Jimin. So I don't think it reflects badly. I'm not losing who I am, I'm still the same person underneath.
Well, no, you're not. You're dressed like him.
Right.
He's wearing silver, you're wearing silver. This is the new look, right?
This is my new look, the blonde hair, the plastic surgery, and I'm happy. Like, if you look at the pictures of me and Jimin, we're identical. No, it's true, it's true. When I was in Korea, everyone calls me Jimin. When I'm walking down the street, everyone's like, oh my God, it's Jimin, it's Jimin. Like, everyone. So
this was Oli's motivation, because he wasn't happy about himself, how he appeared, how people perceived him. He felt like he had to spend over $150,000 to change who he is, to be himself. This actually makes me so sad for him. I wish he'd disconnect from social media to try and help himself. The common theme is that he is doing this for attention, that he is a troll that craves attention to validate himself. And this is the second twist. He is a troll that craves attention. And the next way Oli generated attention was to change himself again. Explaining my detransition.
But I just didn't feel right the whole time. I felt really good at the start. So many people gave me compliments, so many people saying, wow, you actually look better as a woman. So I was thinking, okay, I do look but I look more Korean this way. So I was thinking, I'm happy, but you know, I realized it's only temporary happiness. So as you guys know, I'm always confused about how I identify. Some days I wake up as Jimin, some days I wake up as Rose from Blackpink. And you know, I'm trying to be myself. As you guys know, in one of my last videos, I have moved away from Jimin. I've realized that that was unhealthy, a bit too obsessive, and I've moved on. But so since then, I've been experimenting. I've been trying to find myself, and I felt very lost. And as you guys know, I am gender fluid. And you know, I like to change it up. You know, some days I was being a man, some days I was being a woman. But I've come to realize that actually I am a man, and I want to stay as a man, so I'm going to revert to my original pronouns, which is he, him.
He then went on another press run. This time it wasn't to promote being transracial or to promote being transgender. In fact, it was to condemn the very thing he once was. So what exactly is Oli up to now? And this is where you are going to be shocked. If we search for Oli London on Google and go to his Instagram, we see a post of Oli at the White House, captioned, "America needs real leadership when it comes to protecting children and parental rights. I need everyone to join me and come together to put an end to this multi-billion-dollar gender-affirming care industry that seeks to exploit extremely vulnerable teens and tear them apart from their families." On Instagram, he also states why he has done a full 360 with his life. "I want to help make the world a better place, stand up for women and children and protect freedom of speech. The world has so much division and we need unity. Children need to be protected from harmful ideologies, and women need to be respected and not silenced, and I will fight against woke and cancel culture." But Instagram seems to believe this is still just for attention, even before the cracks started to show, that we will get to in a moment. But the comments believed Oli London was still desperate for attention online. You try to look Korean and it doesn't work, so you tear everyone you were friends with down. I'm excited to see your 15th new identity next. I'm expecting Buddhist monk. Any other guesses? But is this really Oli? Is he done with surgery like he said? Well, not quite. He just posted a selfie of him showing off his latest surgery, captioned, "Love the results of my non-surgical thread lift and jawline contouring to help me look more masculine again." So he lied, he wasn't done with surgery like he previously stated. Let's now look at Twitter. His entire social feed is calling out the gender ideology that is causing irreparable harm across society. Seriously, every single post of Oli's is about gender, and no one seems to bring up who and what Oli once was. This was a weird story to cover, and if you have any more stories or people you want me to make a video on, you can either subscribe or follow my Twitter that's linked in the description.